The essence of yoga practice is about coming into relationship with the deeper lying self, coming closer and closer and closer and closer, and getting pulled inwards, inwards, inwards to find out what it is that's at the core of this. That's the essence of practice. The relationship to this deeper lying self is intimately connected to perception. And so to be able to see with clear perception becomes really important, because it's when we feel most connected to the self, and when we feel most connected to the self is when we see with clear perception. This experience, in the most simplest terms, then gives us the sense of peace, an inner peace, which is ultimately what we're all seeking, no matter which path you're taking. We can probably all reduce it to wanting to feel a sense of peace within ourselves. And so perception becomes really important, being able to see with clear perception. And yoga practice is often mistaken in the West as being an asana practice or pranayama practice or chakra practice or whatever it is, but quite often what's missed is the moment-to-moment, day-to-day practice that's available for us in looking at the inner landscape and the nitty-gritty details of our experience, and getting really honest with that. So engaging in the practice off the mat, what that looks like is to really look at the inner landscape of our being. Oftentimes what clouds perception are things like anger, envy, depression, lack of self-worth, all which is just information. It's all just information asking us to look at that, and how do we actually sift through that and clear that dust. And that part of the practice is probably the most important, and there's no way around it, and so quite often in yoga practice, the other thing that happens is that people really focus on the aim of yoga practice, which is to really unite with that space inside, the merging of that space coming into oneness. And we often know that, and then we think we have it because we know it, and it's not the case. That's, I suppose, what people call spiritual bypassing. The looking at the mental landscape, the emotional landscape, the body landscape becomes really important in terms of information and becoming really honest. There's no hiding from the heart, there's no hiding from the body. We can know something, but our experience it's important to look at the real raw experience that we're having and get honest with it and look at it and understand how it is that we can come to peace with it. So coming to peace with the things that we find in ourselves is most important.